I guess everybody has the text. The rest of the prayer, the meditation, with the English. So I chanted Tibetan. So but meditate. The purpose of chanting is to be able to meditate. Then saying blah 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 blah. Then that so the purpose to meditate, okay? Yeah, so first one's you see there's a star in the daytime, but it's sun's so bright, so it's obscured by that. So ultimate reality, emptiness. Anything that exists comes from emptiness. Why it exists? Because it's empty. Because it's empty from its own side. It's not the empty. Your purse has run out of money, and no money in your purse. Empty money, not like that. So while the money is there in your purse, while it is there, it's empty. I'm talking about that kind of emptiness, emptiness of the hallucination. What appears. So real money from there, and you're totally in trust that's true, or that. So real money appearing from there. And then on top of that, not only that's the mistake, but the second mistake is, second big mistake is, you're totally in trust in that hallucination. So in the reality, it's not there. There's money, yes, in your purse there's money, but not that money. Or appear real to you, and that you're totally interested in that. You know that. If you look for, you can't find. If you look for, you can't find. So that. There's money, yes. What is the money there is in the purse? It's the money that is merely labeled money is there. That's there. That's there. So the merely labeled money exists. That has birth as well exists. Then birth, that happens, then exists, then ceases. So birth is that, but that is happening in mere name. In mere name, it happens. In the mere name, it exists. Mere name, it ceases. So similarly, you see, there's no real I appeared. from there, and that we're totally interested in that. So, so that's a similar, you see, you have a hallucination that you have $1 billion in your hand, that you have $1 billion in your hand appearing, or $1 billion maybe it's difficult, but let's say $100 or $100 or $1,000 appeared in your hand. Now it's appearing, and you're totally interested in that, totally believe in that. You see, pause that like that. So then, you cross the sand where the sun hits sunlight. So you cross the sand, and you look at it back. You have mirage, vision of water, mirage. But there's no water, but it just came from there. But the sunlight hit, then you look back, it looks like that water. So the mirage, you see, vision of water. But you just come from there, there's no water. That's what you realize. But you have vision of that. So you see, now the vision that, you have vision of that, the total interest on that, that's water. You see, that's exactly the same. You see, how we build the eye. That's exactly the same. That's exactly the same, and that's exactly the same. The money, the way in the purse, believing, 100% total believing, it's all exactly the same. And the dream, you got married with a person that you want. You got your dream, got married as you, what you wished. You see, then in the dream, your dream got married, and you got 100 children. So in the dream, you believe. Only after you wake up, not true, you realize. But in the dream, you don't recognize the dream is a dream. But some people do, or practitioners, of course they recognize the dream is a dream. But you see, so in the dream, while you're dreaming, you see, because you don't have that capacity to recognize the dream is a dream. So in the dream, you believe totally. You got married and 100 children. Whatever number. So everything what happened, the total belief. See, all of that, exactly the same. Money in the purse and the eye would believe. The way it appears, we believe exactly the same. You understand? Like that. So only when you wake up, then you realize it's not true. You become after Trump, you become American president. In the dream, you got elected, and you become American president after Trump. While the Trump's president, or how you see? So in the dream you believe, total believe. If you don't recognize the dream, total believe. What appears to you, total believe. Exactly the same. So on dream, only you see. Only when you wake up, then you know it's not true. You see? Now just think of the dream. Well, because you don't know the dream is a dream. You don't know. So there's a hallucination, but you appear, you don't believe, totally 100% true. You see? Only things after we woke up, then you know it's not true. In the dream, you don't know. Oh, that's exactly same. Exactly same. Great example. Or day life. Or day life. Exactly same. We're not sleeping. One way, you can say it's not sleeping, but semi-sleep. We're not sleeping, but like the same, like semi-sleeping. In some ways, I put the word, I didn't say sleeping, but I say like sleeping, like dreaming. I don't say, of course, but meditation is good to think dream. This is dream. Yes, it's very good. I think even without putting like, for your to be effective to your mind, to recognize the hallucination. You see, but usually we put the light, but it's not dream. So we put the word light, the dream. Okay? So the you see, so like that example, then, as I mentioned, like during the, the career. The I, action, object, whatever we're doing, So, the Kopan Monastery, you see, real one appearing from there. All these tangas, everything, see, real sky, real trees, real floor, carpets, everything appeared from there. So real you appeared, you see, real one there, and you look at the others, you looking at me, real Kriti Lama Sopa, you see, and I see you real from there. So you see, all of that. Same as the money part of them, same as the culture there. I talked about the dream, so it's same, you see, and that. So the like that then samsara the happiness, daily life happiness problem, relationship problems, happiness, whatever daily life. Then samsara nirvana, enlightenment, the hell, the whole thing, you see. Like that, you see, so, all these are decoration by your mind. All these are decoration by your mind, decorated by your mind. To the truly existence, decorated by your mind, projected by your mind. See, by your mind, by your ignorance, all the negative imprints left on the mental continuum from the beginningless rebirth. So that projected. So from that, then you see, decorated these. All this hallucination, all of that. So as I explained to you, there are mirage, another example. So believe in the real water. You have mirrors, but you don't recognize, and you believe real water. Oh, like that. Oh, so that. See, So of course, that part is not there. So what do we believe? What we have been believing from beginningless rebirth? The hallucination is real. So because of that, still we do not become free from suffering of samsara. Because of that, so we do not become free, did not liberate. Numberless sentient means liberated. Yes, Buddha has revealed teachings. Even, there's Shakyamuni Buddha's time, but even before there were other Buddhas revealed teachings. Numberless sentient beings become liberated. From suffering. Who realized emptiness, ultimate nature, who recognized what is the hallucination. What is the hallucination? Who recognize, like recognize the dream. While you're dreaming, recognize that this is a dream. Also, like that, who realizes the emptiness. And then see, recognize this hallucination is a hallucination, and from that then seeing emptiness. It's ultimately true. So the numberless beings even before Shakyamuni Buddha. So free of samsara. Free of samsara, become enlightened. Happened. But we, such as like me, so did not didn't have a chance or didn't have a luck or didn't happen so far to recognize the hallucination is a hallucination, and could not see the emptiness and ultimate nature. So still not free from suffering rebirth. Suffering, rebirth, old age, sickness and death, and the suffering or dissatisfaction or dissatisfaction. Did not become free from that. Not only that, did not become free from suffering and change. Suffering will change all the temporary samsara pleasure, the pleasure of music, pleasure of food, clothing, the house, and depend on the individuals. So many ways, so many pleasures that people try in the world. So the pleasure of sex and pleasure of all kinds of. However, so suffering will change. Suffering will change because Dharma happiness, you can continue and you can complete. Like for example, when you become free, when you're liberated from samsara, it's nirvana. So you achieve, you complete Dharma happiness and especially full enlightenment, total cessation, obscuration, completion of all the realizations. And so Sangye, yes, Dharma happiness is completed. But you see samsara pleasure. You see, we've been trying to achieve samsara pleasure from beginningless rebirth, again. There's no beginning, no end. Try. So you can't continue samsara pleasure, and you can't complete the samsara pleasure. No, there's no way to complete. We have been trying numberless times from beginningless rebirth up to now. Doesn't complete. So why? Because the nature is suffering. Samsara pleasure, nature is suffering. So that's why you can't continue, develop. Yeah, you can complete. That. So, then you see, and then you become suffering pain afterwards. You see, like that. You see, So kind of they drugs, so they alcohol. Beginning you may find pleasure, then more you drink, then because suffering pain. Like that. Food, you get hungry, you eat food, and you keep on eating food. Then they say, then suffering or discomfort increase more, like that. Suffering pain, all like that. So anyway, so those two sufferings, suffering of pain, suffering of change, and those two sufferings come to the third suffering, the pervasive compounding suffering, the in Tibetan kappa to shige dunga. So this aggregates, this aggregate is under the control of delusion karma. So it's pervaded because of that, pervaded by suffering. This aggregate, this mind body, the 5 kids, whatever we have now, is pervaded by is under the control of delusion and karma. So it's pervaded by suffering. The nature of suffering, you see, that. Then not only that, compounding suffering, because it's contaminated, the seed of distracting thought. So from the seed, delusion rises again, and the suffering rises again, see, including future life suffering. So once we become free from this third suffering, pervasive compounding suffering, once we're liberated from this, then we're liberated forever from the suffering pain and suffering change as well. So that's nirvana. So that's not suffering forever. No, it's not just a few lifetimes or few weeks or few months. Not like vacation, you know. It's not like you go to Goa, or you go to Tahiti, or a few weeks holiday. Not like that. It's forever. We're free from suffering forever. So So this is the whole thing. So the whole thing depends. Then of course, with that direct perception of emptiness, then you see that's the only one directly sees the delusion, karma, and gross and subtle department, and then you see with the great support of the bodhicitta. So then unbelievable merit, so then that you achieve, then the subtle obscuration can cease, and you achieve full enlightenment. I mean, the omniscience or stereo omniscience you achieve. So that, so then you, that is not just only for your own purpose, not that. That is so that it's for sentient beings, so that you are totally qualified after you achieve the Katsure. the omniscience and great compassion embraces to every sentient being, every single sentient being, helpings, every single helpings, the numberless helpings, numberless hunger growth, numberless animals, numberless human beings, numberless surapping, numberless surapping, numberless intermediate beings. I'm not talking six realms of only this world. No, I'm not talking. I'm talking the numberless universe. So I'm talking the six realms sentience in all the universe. I'm talking about that. I'm not just talking only this world. I'm not talking that. So great compassion embraces through every single sentient being. Then perfect power to be able to read every single sentence mind directly at the same time, without mixed. So they say that, well, for example, just even animals, numberless ants. Can you imagine one spot, or there's a nest, or there's thousands of so there are more. I mean, I don't know how many city people, but you see, so they are also just pure nest. Even there are millions of people in the world, but in the city, but there's pure nest of ants. There's more than the people in the city. So like that, able to see, able to read directly without mixing things. At the same time, the numberless ants in the numberless universe, and numberless mosquitoes, the mind in numberless universe, and numberless those tiny insects, tiny flies, in numberless universe, able to see them, able to read the mind directly at the same time, so forth like that. Then numberless maybe numberless asura, all that. Then not only that, then all the different intelligence, different karma, merits, and then all the different things able to see so clearly, directly. Then also all the different methods, how to guide each sentient being from happiness to some liberation from samsara nirvana, ultimate happiness. Then to enlightenment. I mean, you see, like that, all the different methods to, even for one sentiment to guide enlightenment, then was unbelievable. So the method to reveal to that sentient being, to guide from the lower realm to enlightenment. So knowing directly everything, all the methods to guide them, to bring to happiness, to ultimate happiness, to enlightenment. So Kasure, then yes, Kasure, perfect power. I mean, can Kasure can guide. Kasure, that I have one guru, just Rinpoche, the incarnation of teaching Dharma now, very extremely well educated. I mean, past life, like the ancient Narendra Pandits, like that. You see, I guess, yeah. Those Pandits like that, all the Pandits like that, Narendra, and like that. So this incarnation become very learned. Now teaching Dharma, past lives, and actually initiation teaching. So he says, because you don't know, because you don't see, you don't have the cover, you don't have the capacity, you don't have capacity to see that, choose the past life, choose the future life. Because you don't see, so then you don't accept. There's no. Then in that case, you don't see your backside. You don't see the backside of your head. You don't see the backside. So then you have to say it doesn't exist because you don't see it. So, and one thing is because it's a little strange. If the doctor checks out you, oh, you have cancer. Because you see, because in the West, you believe everything to the doctor, you see. You believe everything like Buddha is a doctor. So of course, the doctor says you have cancer, okay, you believe, of course. But you don't know you have cancer. So because you don't see you have cancer, so the cancer doesn't exist because you don't see it. You see, there'll be the logic. That means you can use, that's not a good logic. It's just, if you are Buddha, you can use, because I don't see it, you can use that. If you are Buddha, if you are omniscient one, then okay. And but on the other side. Sorry. But the arhats who are free from samsara, of course, they see the gross things and so they fall. Yes, for cause of unknowing. So they don't see subtle ones. Then the higher bodhisattva, because they. They have 8 bodhisattva, 9 bodhisattva, 10 bodhisattva, they can see, what they can do, even before Buddha. Millions and billions, I don't know, they can manifest. You see, manifest to the work for sentient being. Millions, billions, billions, zillions, they can manifest. For us, it's like Buddha. Those bodhisattvas, even though not enlightened, but for us, it's like Buddha. So amazing what they can do. So, even, I think maybe even arhatas, or even before becoming arhata, maybe they're able to count this mountain, how many atoms it has, they can count. This big mountain, how many atoms they can see. They can see and they can count. They can tell you, like that, for example. It's very clear. So anyway, so those high bodhisattvas for us like Buddha. So the what is that? So anyway, I should go back. So you see. So, sorry. So I had to meditate to finish them playing the prayer. So I'm going to recite Heart Sutra. So, 그래서 sharing situation. 당고 sharing. 그래. 당고 sharing 것 되죠. So, so the ultimate nature, emptiness. You see, like from my mind, yes, it exists. It exists, but you see, that's what exists. But from my mind, it's like doesn't exist. You see, what doesn't exist is the way things appear to you, including I, and you totally trust, believe it. So 100% in the dream, do not recognize the dream, but what appears real, you totally believe it. Oh, all like that, exactly same. Exactly same. Oh, you see, what do not exist, then appeared real, then you totally interest, believe it. What do not exist, you totally interest, believe it. But what exists, do not see it. No, what exists, you don't see it. The ultimate nature emptiness, you don't see it. Also that. It exists, but you don't see it. So what else, you see, from my mind. Like that. It's totally wrong to that. Sorry. The way that things appear, and then where you apprehend. No, that's totally wrong. So all of that. So first thing, Dharma. Karma. So that's the emptiness. Okay. So meditation. It is not that it doesn't exist in the name. In the main name, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist in the main name. It's not that. It doesn't exist. The hallucination, the way it appeared as something real, and then you see what you hold on to, totally interested, real, true. That's not that. So, all of that, like I gave me an example. So, okay. So then this is so as I'm going to lead chanting. Then please meditate. Okay, together. Yeah, the dedication. In English. In English. 실례님. 말. 인지도인가? 실례님 인지도. Lead. Somebody start how to do it in English. Who? Oh, yeah. Lead. By chanting. Yeah. Not just read, but chanting. Kala tibene jodamana muchiterme jobulana. In the country to Agasamala the Slara. Agasamala the Shatara. Our conjos. Get on the Sanje 인데 집어서 너무 그냥 지지다 가는 돌아가 맞는 남친 얘기 주더라자 강다양 따들 나는 막 건너서 이게 님들 차타로 대회까지 있는 지점에 뛰죠 얘때보다 저도 관계된 진짜보다 가보면 째면 채보면 땅에 보면 또 타들 때문에 던짐이 좁아니 시대면 저에서 이제 맨날 담바다가 차도 되게 저는 이제 받들어 줘도 그거에 데벨롭에 인재신도 중소에만 배 오모든 레버토를 되게 순인지 또 배산되지 왜 치매 하도록 줘도 되었어 다시 지는 셈라 저지 같이 좀 저기 나에 되다 이만바에 그 세바쯤에 되는 선바 있는 게 지원한다라더니 말 자외를 남아라니까 돌로지 좀만 더 메이크나 또 군지도나 진짜 남지게도 다게 저던도 So I didn't get to mention to say hello and to thank to you. So anyway, so sincerely from my heart, numberless thanks. Numberless thanks. Even just your one soul, not only have been suffering from this morning, not only from birth time, life before. Why this life is suffering? Because the previous life are not free from samsara. There's that. And then so goes back from beginningless rebirth of samsara. See? Even concerning yourself, do not become, so far do not become free from samsara. Can you imagine? Can you imagine all those sufferings which I mentioned before? Just content yourself, not thinking about helping others, liberating numberless sentient beings, others from the oceans of samsara suffering and bring them to Buddhahood. I mean, that's Sanskrit, but to total cessation, obscuration, completion, realization, without thinking to bring them there. Just yourself, just oneself. Unlimited. So, for example, me, see, well, many of you don't remember. I mean, there must be you who can remember past future life, but the most don't remember, just like me, don't remember. Of course, as I mentioned before, that doesn't mean it didn't happen, because I don't see it. No, I don't remember even sometimes I forget yesterday what food I ate, what I talked. People, you see, I forget. You see, but that doesn't mean I didn't do. I forget. You see, so many things I forget. Childhood times. Yeah, some people forget, you see. Even yesterday things, even today's things, I forget. That, you see. So, for example, a person who don't remember, you see, who's Alzheimer. You see? I mean, yeah, so, yeah, I mean, sorry, don't remember, or, yeah, so, did one thing, but the person said didn't do, because we can't see it. And I mean, so you can't, so you can't just trust on that. But you see, if you don't see, it doesn't exist. Only if you see, then you can trust on that. So I forget even yesterday what breakfast I had or something, you see. Sometimes I forget, so, or what I talked to the person. Yeah, it's simple. But that doesn't mean I didn't do. I didn't eat, what the breakfast is. So it's like that. So all of that, so it's amazing. So today, this is without talking about helping other sentient beings, just yourself. So this time you are coming to Nepal. Compared to the West, it's a very poor country, third country, a poor country. As you know, I mean, comparing many years ago, of course, developed country, but comparing West, it's a very poor country, see? So coming here, coming to Kopan meditation course. So in Boston, there was one man who ran the wisdom publication book. He's been running for 20 years, is that right? Nearly 30 years. His name is Tim. Of course, it started from Dr. Nick, Australian Dr. Nick, who was asked by Lama, Great Master Lama Ishe, she started to print books and, to make it available in the world. liberate, to free the sentient beings from suffering of samsara, and to bring enlightenment. So he started for a long time. Then he worked for archives. Lama is teaching them my gossiping, chattering, and then Tim ran wisdom publication for nearly 30 years, but one of the directors for the longest time. So, and now the Nick is running the archives. Yes. So, I'm talking about God. What? Yeah. Oh, Boston. So he was driving car. Tim was driving car. So this Boston, Boston, the city, so developed, so much developed. Wow. Country like this. And only him came all the way from Boston to Nepal, Kopan Monastery course. Only him. From among all the people, how many million people in Boston? So only him came all the way to here. Can you imagine that? So the karma, that's karma, cause and effect, do that. Because past life is a karma to hear about Dharma, to come here for the course, meditation, to learn Dharma. So he has karma from past time. So that's why, there are millions of people there. So developed community, but only him, come all the way to Nepal. I was so surprised, to see the city. Then he came to Nepal. He came quite a few times. So it's very surprised, when you think that. It's very interesting. So each person who came to Kopan course, you see, for example, Dr. Nick, Dr. Nick and his wife, girlfriend, Ishikandro. Now she's done, Ishikandro. So they and Tim and Katie, 4 people, they bought land in Australia, Queensland, where we have one center that many years ago, very old center, Genesis Institute, where the nuns, Muslim nuns, no monks, there were monks, but the Geshe who been teaching, and some of the ones who the monks, but Muslim nuns. What is that? Yes. So they bought land there, invest money. So they thought plan to travel in the world, to see the world. They planned. So what happened was that they stopped not for them, just Nick and Ichikandro, they were laying down the beach, Thailand. Thailand, right? Thailand beach, they were laying down. And one man came along at the beach, and he said about Kopan course. Not person, somebody they know, somebody came along and told the Kopan course. They can be Buddha, Bodhisattva. You never know who is. You see, just ordinary public person walks around the beach and then, it tells, oh, there's mental. So then they were going, they're not coming from Nepal, they were going other places. But then they changed their plan, because the man said, come on course. So through the past life, karma, you see. So then that made them to come here. So they came here. I'm using an example. The third course they came in the old Gomba. This is the first time we took course in the old Gomba. Previous two courses we've done in the old house, British style, but not the king who died, who was killed, not the one, king before built for his guru or astrology, who means astrology for king, house, British style house built. So we did that. So the third course was done in the Old Gomba. So he and his wife, to the course, and he already started busy life, and he was giving injection because his daughter was giving injection to Lama, and then start to work on the book. Even from there, then keep busy working on the book, going to town, and I've been translating with him because there's a course book that I've been doing. I've been using in the course in early times. What is it called? The title? Wish fulfilling goal is the title. I translated quite a bit with him, and so anyway, since from that, his life always been busy with books. So up to now, so that's dedication of his life to the organization, the FMT organization, to make most beneficial to the sentient beings, and particularly this world, to the human beings in this world. Because animals don't read books. and they don't read books. So they okay. Lama. So you see, please keep on drinking. So you see, it's very interesting. One is person, how they found out the course. how they came here. This is very interesting. They describes, of course, everything is karma, but that particular very interesting, how karma coming here it happens. The past karma, you see, that heard Buddhism, Hariba, you see, meditation, so the past karma, how many lifetime ago, could be sometimes billion, zillion eons, or so it happened. So it's some condition happened, and they come to another Kopan course, so they come here. You see, so it's very interesting how each individual the story how it happened to come here. So it's like that. So what I want to say is. Without speaking about Karsure, taking responsibility, liberating numberless sentient beings from the oceans of suffering, samsara, and bring it to the Karsure. Total cessation, obscuration, and completion, realization. The Buddha. So without talking that, just yourself to help to liberate from samsara, which continuation has no beginning, suffering. It's amazing, 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 amazing. So what happened this time? What's happening now? What happened to you now? So this is really, 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 really amazing, amazing. So far, unbelievable fortunate, unbelievable, most unbelievable fortunate. Most unbelievable fortunate. This, you see, karma to meet Dharma, actually, which explains what is right and what is wrong. The whole world, global problem, country problem, society problem, family problem, individual problem, including insects, tiny insects. All that is all suffering comes from that. Not knowing what is right and not knowing what is wrong. You see? All that. And then believing right is wrong, wrong is right. All that. That's so. The whole world, besides the enlightened being Bodhisattvas, who Dharma, but rest is like that. Like the poison is medicine, regarding medicine, and total opposite. Life. The right is wrong. Right looking is wrong. Looking right is wrong. And so suffering, the problem, the world, the problem to you. The basic thing, the very basic thing is not understanding what is I. Not understanding what is I. Sorry. Everything here. I, day and night. So many times. Even just one day. I this, that, I'm happy, But what is I? No idea. Where's I? No idea. Where's the eye? No, dear. Is your eye on the head? Is your eye in the... is your eye... very interesting. Where's the eye? What is the eye? But you see, you don't know, but you dedicate your whole life, for the eye. Day and night, you from the kindergarten, college, primary school, college, university, married children, or top of the world, you become millionaire, billionaire, for this eye, for this eye, for this eye, you go there for this eye, you go shopping for this eye, you go to beach for this eye, do everything. But where's the eye? What is I? Oh, you see? It's very funny. It's very funny. You do your life, try to dedicate to the eye. Well, make children, not what happened to children. No! You make you happy to make children. You see? You get married to make you happy. It's like that. That's the whole world. Was only few people. Those who have, those who are bodhisattvas, those who have some good heart, for those sentient beings to give human body, but was like, for me happy, for my happiness, children, and children to have children, for you make yourself happy, grandchildren, like that. Then we have Baba for this eye, Baba. For this art, you learn university, and you get degree, university, then you find job for this eye, to give happiness for the eye. Then all that. Baba to become a millionaire, but this eye, whatever it's so. But you don't know. But you don't know what's the eye. Where's the eye? Where the eye is. You have not yet. You see? So the root starts from that. Root of problem. Global problem, country problem, society problem, family problem, individual. Everything comes from that. Mm-hmm. You see? The Katsure. Katsure. Is it, you see, for the real eye, yes. The real eye. The real eye. But you look where the eye is. The real eye, you're living, you're all the time, you're serving, you're all the time working day and night, doing everything, spend all the money, everything, eye. But the real eye. The real eye. So the aggregates, form, aggregates of form, feeling, cognition, compound aggregates, consciousness. At the moment we have 5. So That is also that is if that is the real I. Oh, then you see there will be 5 eyes. There are 5 aggregates. So 5 eyes. Not all that. There's a category. I mean, the physical body. There's a I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how many atoms. Sure, there are millions of atoms. The atoms of the body, you see? Then all those will be I, the real I. So there were millions and millions of I. You see? There were millions and millions of I. When you buy air ticket, in the airplane air ticket, usually you buy one person's air ticket. Then you have to buy millions of eyes air ticket. Then you see. The ministry classes. That. Or then the I is only one. So then all the aggregates has to be only one. Because that danger happens. That's why risky. Then then mind has no color, no shape, no form. You see? No color, no form, no shape. Formless. Mind is formless. So then you see the I, the real I would be as no form, no shape, no color. Then you have to say, I don't have color, I don't have body. I don't have body. So you don't have body, so then you don't have hunger, thirst. You don't have sleep. You don't have to eat food. Because you don't have body. You don't say mind. Mind is the real I. So the mind is no body. Mind is no body. The eye is no body, no shape, no color. So therefore, I don't need food. I don't need job. I don't need education to get job, to get food. I don't need to get money. So all the mistake arises. So, and then, you see, so there's something, you see, similar. If the real I exists separately from the aggregates, then you see, then you see, usually you call whatever the body-mind experience, you call I fell down, when the body fell down, I fell down, When the body is laying down, I'm laying down. When the body is walking, I'm walking. So whatever happens to the body and mind, it is the action given to the I. So if the mind is happy, I'm happy. If the mind is not happy, I'm not happy. And so you see, so that would, if the I is separate, if the real I exists separately from the I get, all those things wouldn't happen. I wouldn't have a hunger, thirst. You see? So I wouldn't have a death. I wouldn't have death. Because it doesn't depend on aggregates. You see, it exists separately from the aggregate. So even the body, we see, happened and it ceases, whatever happens, body and mind. The I exists separately, so no connection with the I. So you cannot apply all the things to the I. So you cannot say, I'm happy or I'm unhappy. You can't say, because do not depend on I guess. Do not depend on mind. So like that, you see, then you see, kind of then you see, then you see I exists, then you see that I wouldn't have karma. I wouldn't have karma. You see, even there's a karma, but it didn't have cause. You know, the created karma before they had the cause. You know, they didn't have it. So, like that, so then the karma doesn't exist. So that because it sees the cause of suffering, then you see the suffering. You create a virtue, then there's a result of happiness. You create non-virtue, then the result suffering. So that doesn't happen. So the actualized part, then you see cessation suffering. So it doesn't happen. So all this many mystic classes, and then also the then also the I is you see, if the aggregate is the I, real I, then the kasuri. Aggregate is a possession. Aggregate is a possession. I is a possessor. So in this way, then the possession and the possessor become one. So like you are the owner of the house. House is possession. You are the owner. So you become one with the possession, one with the house. So similar, you become one with the aggregates. So possessor become one is possession. So possessor and possessions, those two are different. Has to be different phenomena. So become possessor and possession. Possession aggregate, possessor I, become one. So you see. So you see, my body, my mind, my aggregates, you see, possession and possessor. I is possessor, body and mind, aggregates possession. So become one is, so there's a danger like that become one is. So that's not possible. Then also you see, if the aggregate is I, the real I, Then you have to label eye on the eye. Then on that eye on the eye. So on that second eye, then you have to label again another eye. So it becomes endless labeling. Eye on the eye. This, you see, that also rises. So anyway, so you see. So the real I is not oneness aggregate, neither oneness with aggregate, nor is it separately from aggregate, nor it exists separately from aggregate. So this real I is nowhere. From the top of the crown, you are from top of your head, from the tip of the hairs down to the toes. Nowhere you can find. Nowhere you can find outside. Nowhere you can find inside the body. Nowhere you can find. So normally you think not in the head, not in the toes, not in the feet, not in the leg. You don't think. So not in the stomach. You don't think I in the stomach. So somewhere, normally you see somewhere down below the neck, before the stomach. That's what normally you believe. Yeah, but you see, but details if you check, nowhere in the center channel, nowhere outside the center channel, nowhere in the chest, inside the chest, nowhere. Even the from where you get angry, anger rises, compassion rises. No, you don't get angry from the head. You don't get compassion from the head coming down. No, not at all. That's your experience. Coming from here, compassion here, anger here, patience here. Oh, that's big question. Not coming from the head. Come on, totally. So that's your experience. So even the anger and patience and the compassion and all that comes from here. Even there, you check the eye, you can't find that. The real eye cannot find that. It's nowhere at all. Nowhere at your home in the West, you cannot find the eye there. Nowhere. Here you can find. Nowhere in the world you can find the eye, the real eye. That. So nowhere. If you check, if you don't check, okay, it's I there, you believe there, I there, realize there. You do everything for this. Everything you do this. Everything. Every moment, everything you do for this. Realize, but it's not there. Can't find. Wow, if you meditate, if you check, if you analyze, can't find anywhere. Nowhere in the world. So, But what exists is the middle level I. What exists is the middle level I. But even that, where is it? Even that, what exists is middle level I. But where is it? But where is it? So that you have to think, discuss, meditate. Where is it? That's what exists, but where is it? That's good. That's so far we haven't thought about that, analyze. Oh, that you have to analyze. So very important. By coming all the way, spend so much money, come here to Kopan, Nepal, Kopan. Oh, you have to meditate. See, so there. So the whole conclusion is by meeting with the Dharma, by doing listening, reflecting, meditation, then you come to know more and more what is right, what is wrong. Oh, then from there, first you understand, then reflect, then meditate, is experience path in your heart. Then you are suffering, then you get more freedom to your life. You get more freedom to your life. More you understand what is right, what is wrong. You see, knowing that without mistake. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Oh, the life. It's very scientific. It's nothing blind faith. It's very scientific. All the reasons was wrong. All the reasons was right. So, you see? So that. Hey, please listen there. We have one monk called the Sheriff. He was one of the intelligent students here when he was here many years ago. And we asked him to go to France, LZR Monastery. At the real monastery, they do the these monks practice reviving, purifying the degenerate vows, and so to keep the vow pure, and they do that, and abiding in the summer, abiding in the summer retreat, and they're releasing from that, so that they do that. So real monastery, no other kind of connected, just all alone. Real monastery. Before, a long time ago, it's used by kitchen group. I don't know what. Used by that. But anyway, so a complete monastery. So what did you say about forgot? Yeah, that's right. So teacher, he said well. So he has to translate philosophy. The Lama Tsongkhapa was teaching Tangale essence of the good explanation, interpretive meaning and definite meaning. So Lama Tsongkhapa, very, very, very important teachings. Many philosophy translated. Great Champa Tekcho, great teacher who is well known in LZR Kopan in the monastery. So and also other cases. For I think 11 years or 12 years, 11 years, I think, a long time. Then he then he had disrobed. So he left for Spain. So I met him, and he told me his friends who are working with him, his friends, so many problems. He doesn't problem because he knows Dharma. He doesn't practice. He says he is sincere. He doesn't practice, but he knows. He learned. Because that, he has no problem. But all the people, so much problem in the life. You have to know that. You have to know that. Just knowing intellectually, even that helps so much in the life. Even you're not practicing. So you know what's right, what's wrong. That. So that's one thing. He's very sincere. He doesn't add. He doesn't make up something. No. He's very sincere. He says whatever he feels. This time I met, he came to Spain. So that's so anyway. See, even you don't practice, just learning gives great wisdom. Wow, great wisdom. To see, wisdom able to check what is the right, what is the wrong. You understand? Then you can help you can help others. Your mind, you don't follow hallucination. That. So anyway, so of course, if you want to practice, of course, then real, you are helping to yourself, real help. You see, essence, with the wisdom, compassion, I mean, devil so much. So like that. Anyway, so important to understand, to learn. It's all scientific, it's all science, mental science, inner science. So His Holiness has been doing for so many years. The Mandala, yeah. There was the science, together the Buddhist, what Buddha explained, the ideas about the mind, and then Western scientists what they explain. So the other scientists also found very interesting to hear the details about mind, the Buddhist view. Then help each other. So for so many years. So they find the scientists they understand deeper. The kind of say, they come to understand that Buddhism is very. One scientist told His Holiness, it's not religion. It's not religion. It's science. Buddhism is science. Told His Holiness, one scientist. So that's so among the religion in the world, Buddhism is the Buddhist teaching is the only one that goes with science. That they find very, very interesting. So anyway, What time?
Huh? 15 minutes.
15 minutes, okay. Okay, 15 minutes. Okay, 가져올 that. What I want to tell you is what you are doing now. This discovering. Since you came here with the Dharma, since you came here, what you discover through your experience? Oh, this is the most important thing. Is the most important thing. Sorry. Experience. What most important thing what you learn, discovery. Of course, the best thing to help numberless sentient beings. Yes, benefit. That's real help. But first, just yourself even. It's most important. In the world, there's no other education. There's no other education than this. What you're learning here. What you're learning here, not only stop, it helps you to stop suffering, creating the suffering right way, and to be able to see what is right or wrong, and be able to stop. So what benefits, what you're learning here, what you experience here, it brings happiness, not only this life, the death time, next life, up to enlightenment. Happiness up to enlightenment. Ultimate happiness. Then ultimate happiness liberates from something. Then ultimate happiness enlightenment. Oh, there's all happiness up to enlightenment. Oh, what you're learning here. What do you experience here? Oh, like this. So, sorry. Then, you see, stop continuing, without choice, experiencing suffering of oceans or suffering of samsara, under the control of karma and delusion. Able to stop that. Then, first of all, to not be reborn of all realms. Back to which have been our resident, numberless eons in the past, hell, hunger, and all that, to not be reborn there. The experience, their understanding here, all that. Oh, then next free from something, next free from the raw nirvana. That belief state peace, you get caught in that for eons and unable to help the sentient beings. Then even Buddha revealed 4 words, send light. But you see, so difficult to, because your mind got habituated in that blissful state of peace for eons. So difficult to feel the bodhicitta. So difficult to feel the soul, taking a long time. And it's like when you took the sleeping pill, the mind becomes so slow. Mind becomes so slow to think, so slow. It's like put a lot of water in milk. Put a lot of water like Indian milk, you know. I don't know. Well, I was talking you know, in the past times. So a lot of water, then so mindfulness so slow to think. What did I say? Again, I forgot. What is that? So important. So we're so fortunate. This time able to come here to meditate. You'll know, more you learn Dharma, you will discover this. More and more, how fortunate you are. So as I mentioned before, Boston, how many million people there? So difficult. But only this person come here. You see? Or as that example. Like that. So it would don't have come out. So anyway, so please enjoy. This is so worth to enjoy. What you are learning here, what you are meditating. This incredible, that's the most worthwhile to learn, experience, enjoy. So you appreciate it, you enjoy. Enjoy your life. Oh, now the real enjoyment. Other times it's hallucination with attachment. Oh, now it's the real enjoyment, happiness, inner happiness. So John is he's not a scholar or huge thing. Scholar. Oh, I know this. I know that. I know this. Not that. You know, scholar. Oh, I know this. I know this. Not that. Not that. He worked for Bajapani, director for how many years?
How many years?
20. 20 years, director of Bajapani. But Bajapani center started, they're the one who live in the forest. You know, the TV, what do you call this? Huh? Yeah, the 3 cities, and then put the tent. Then family, how many people living? Only 2.
3 or 4 years.
How many people living inside?
How many children? How many children?
Oh, 5.
I don't know how they live. I didn't see it, but so we invited Jabja Sonamachi to bless the land. We did puja, bless the land at that time. Huh?
Very happy.
Who?
Very happily.
So, yeah. So that time one snake came out, yeah? Yes, snake.
Yes, many snakes.
So anyway, divorced from the first wife, the way he met children. Then the second wife. Then second wife, that didn't last long. So I told So I told him to become a monk. Then he is doing retreat in Washington. We have a retreat house there, down below my retreat. Then up there is a retreat house. And so it's been doing retreat and sometimes teaching. There's a very small center, pumping back teaching, but mostly doing retreat. So I want to tell you this. As I mentioned, it's not good. I know this, blah, 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 blah. Not that. You see, so I think he did better. He did it better. In Tibet we call Shinye Tensu. Correctly following virtuous friend, he did better than me. He did better than me. So his teaching can benefit you. You understand? Deputy Demology which said in Dhammasara is a wonderful guru after his illness. He's a great Lama, great Lama. So he said he has to clarify teaching scheme by his illness, something like that. So there was one Lama. So he said he never displeased Deputy Rinpoche, the Sundarama's guru, elder guru, past life. He never displeased even 1 second. He said, I never displeased Deputy Rinpoche, his Sundarama's elder guru, that's his guru, even for 1 second. Never displeased. So his teaching will benefit liberty to you. So my teaching will benefit to you, liberty. That's what he said. Deputy Demology Rinpoche. Now he passed away. I think incarnation happened again. So he did much better, probably following virtual friend than me. You see? They benefit. What a, it's Rinpoche said, what a benefit is like that. Benefit doesn't mean, so many people come, benefit so much. Not necessarily by number. Even one person, two people, deep benefit to the mind, subject to the mind, deep benefit, deep understanding, realization. Benefit doesn't mean so many people come, benefit, not necessarily. You see, it can be wrong path. You can talk about wrong path, hallucination, the wrong path, not what Buddha taught, wrong path. Many people can come. That doesn't mean benefit. You have to understand. Benefit doesn't mean a lot of people. No, that's it. Okay. So now, how many minutes? 5? Huh? Finish? Oh, okay. All right. So his illness was in England. I don't know what the function. There's a huge number of people gather. It was raining, so his illness on one foot on the ground. So mud, his illness said publicly. So he had mud on the shoes, as I said. So only a few words he said in the meeting. What the scientists said, fear and anger, it's your moon system. Fear and anger, it's your moon system. So then that means when the disease comes, there's no protection to you. Oh, you understand? Oh, that's what Western scientists said. Therefore, you see, even for that reason, you need to meditate. You need to learn what is right, what is wrong, the inner science. Then you need to meditate, experience. You need to meditate, experience. So, you see? You see. So important. So what you're doing is so important. Most important in the world. Most important thing in the world. To help you, first, to help you, to help not only human beings in the world, but in numberless universe, human beings. Oh, as a 6 realms center. Best. So, then Kasuri. You see that Kasuri. Also this one, Kasuri. This is your own experience. So there's a happiness too, a physical happiness and mental happiness. So, Kasuri, how much problem, how much physical problem there is, but if your mind is in the happiness, state of happiness, then it can control the physical problems. It can control, you see, you can control the physical problems. So, you see, so more happiness. That's great drugs in that, in their life. The physical problem can go away, can control all of that. But you see now, if physically you have so much wealth, swimming pools and many cars, many Rolls Royce or cars, so many TVs here, TVs, whatever you see. So, physically, you have everything what you can collect. But you see, mind is so much dissatisfied, so much unhappy. Or then physical comfort cannot solve mental problem. But the mind is so happy, can solve the physical problem. So then mental, there are all kinds of meditation, there are all kinds of called meditation that teach about. That is in the world, even Buddhism, you see, in the world, there are all kinds of. So there are all kinds of, correct is very hard. To me, to correct Buddhism, very hard. So if you think you have to have much merit to really meet the right teaching. So I want to say this. So I think maybe please enjoy. As I said, this is the most to enjoy to be happy, inner happiness. One question? Huh? 1.5.
Thank you very much. How do you find a balance between caring for yourself and caring for everyone else? Being selfless. How do you find balance? Thank you. Generally, overall, when you work for others, when you, whether it's animal
or insect or the human being, only help others. That is, by the way, it is a sport to yourself. By the way, even you're not thinking, it is sport to yourself. So you are helping others. You are helping others, but it's a helping, it's a supporting, it's a benefiting others and you yourself. But when you benefit yourself, not think others, then that's very difficult, very complicated. Shantideva, great Bodhisattva from Narendra, said in his teaching, Darshan Jao Machena. So if you don't change yourself to others, so means you see, cherish I, numberless others. You see, cherish numberless others, let go I. Darshan Jao Machena. You won't become enlightened. You won't become enlightened for sentient being. While you're in samsara, you won't achieve happiness. While you're in samsara, you won't achieve samsara happiness, even there. The power of partial, live aside future life happiness. Live aside. Even though happiness this life, you won't succeed. Sit to doing this, even though also this life won't succeed. Oh, there's so much problem. So cherishing I brings so much problem. To succeed your wishes and then your family or other people. So always an obstacle comes from that. Even the works of this life won't succeed. That's the advice. So when therefore, most important, once you and others, of course, numberless sentient being, of course, like 10 people, or even two people, there's 2 people, is more, you're one. So by number, the 2 people is more important than you. So that's why election, whoever elected more, which person is more elected, those people get win. Whoever is the more people that elected the person, so that person will. Whoever elected. So that because it's more important the number of people. So here, here I'm saying, even one person, you and the other person, what is insect, what is person, you and the other, one to one, who is more important. I is source of all of I cherish and I open the door for all the sufferings. So from beginning is rebirth up to now, suffering, because they're cherishing I. So now cherishing others, even one, then you achieve enlightenment. Cherishing I, no enlightenment. That's the main obstacle to achieve enlightenment for sentient being. So now let go I, cherish the other, they cherish the other. That you can achieve peerless happiness, full enlightenment. Even cherishing one, you have done that. You practice compassion to one, you practice patience to one, you cherish one, then you see the result. That's the opening door for all the happiness up to enlightenment. You have done that. So I just give you one example. Then sorry, I relate. So, but it's so important in your life. So important. So if you change one, it opens door for all the happiness up to Buddhahood. All the happiness. What is person? What is insect? It doesn't matter. One. Like that. So, sorry, it's a little bit late, but I think there's Nagucha Baba, great yogi, who often fly with the 500 Daginis, Dagini female, those attachment to fly in the sky with the Dharma bell, so like that. So he came to do in Odi is near Bombay, the place near Baksa, where I lived 80 years. I escaped from Tibet through Bhutan, and so the Kasure, Baksa, near that. I didn't go, but my teacher, one of my teachers who brought me, who led me to be a monk in the Kopan Monastery in Tibet, and brought me through Bhutan to Baksa. So he went. He went. So some monks go there. So some monks are there. You see, hear music, like music, puja, music in the chanting in the cave. You see. So like that. So anyway, Ochi, I think. So he was going to do the very last practice of Tantra, not Hindu Tantra, the taught by Buddha Tantra. So he was going to that. So there was a huge river. Then there was a lady, totally past blood come out, leprosy sickness, totally, very filled, dirty. So she's waiting. She asked, "Can you take me to the other side?" Other side river. Then the yogi didn't bother, didn't reply. He went straight. Then his disciple came much later, was a monk, seminary, the 36 person. So the lady asked him, "Please take me to the other side river." So this monk, his monk nobody can touch, but no thought of that. No thought of getting disease background, no thought. He got unbelievable compassion. So he immediately grabbed her, put backside of him, carried. Unbelievable compassion. So when he reached the middle of the river, then this one, it appeared from a deity, there's a Pangmo, deity, enlightened deity, a female aspect. So it is not sentient being, it is not ordinary being, but it is enlightened being. But because his karma, because you see, obscured, his mind obscured, so when he came there, he's so very filthy, dirty, full of leprosy, so you cannot touch normally. So he got incredible compassion. So he totally sacrificed. He grabbed her, carried her. Didn't have to cross the whole river, just middle, his karma, his negative karma, obscuration, negative karma, finished. Purified by carrying her. So in the middle of the river, then this lady, then you see, because his mind is purified, so now he can see enlightened deity in the deity form, enlightened pure form deity, Dojapama. So then Dojapama took him, without need to die, took him with his body in the pure land called Tabakachu. Or the Tabakachu, you born there, if you're able to do that, definitely you become enlightened that day. Oh, that's just one being. But in his view, was a sentient being, ordinary sentient being. He never thought it's Buddha. No. But benefit, even one being, you do take care, you dedicate your life, take care. You see, then enlightenment there. God able to bring people in. You have to know that. That's the most important teaching today. To insect or human being, whoever, to serve. That's the best life. If you want happiness, that's the happiness. If you want happiness in life, do that. That's the best way to achieve happiness. Okay, so I stop here.
Thank you to teacher.
Okay. 그래. 사시 beginningless. No, Kaje Rave, Goration, and Dependant, Wamal, Jeres, and Watten, Yazoe, Shabez, La Tenjo, Tonyan, Tonyan. Tonyan, Sundu, Jobela. Chana Bamo Tende Jazola Soa Shindalan Jojo Tana Gombo Cherry Ziwanke Seje Jarejan Yaza Jajamola Kanzaba Desatende Pama Koja Chana Bama Chela Daso Ninke Kashin Jebe, Ranyame, Guzan, Chozo, Jazo, Major Seja, Jave, Chela, Tatender, Lua, Mebe, Jama, Tagalazan, Tabe, to Taganandam, Yojo, did all the past, the present, future, marriage, through time, marriage, numberless and numberless Buddhas, may the bodhicitta source of all the happiness up to enlightenment for you and for every sentient being, may it be generated in the one's heart, and in the heart of all the sentient beings, those who have generated, may it be developed. Chancho, Sencho, Rinpoche, Maji, Bana, Java, Nyamba, Beba, Kone, Kondo, Beba, Shu, Donye, Ta, Rinpoche, Maji, Ona, Java, Nyamba, Beba, did all the past, the present, future, marriage, to collect, but the time, marriage, to collect, but number listen, they may number Buddhas. That which exists in mere name. So do not exist from its own side, totally empty from its side. Meta I, who is do that, Meta I, who exists in mere name. So totally empty from its own side. Do not exist from its side. Achieve the Buddhahood, which exists in mere name. So do not exist from its own side. Totally empty from its own side. Lead all the sentient beings who exist in mere name. Do not exist from its side. Totally empty from its own side. To that Buddhahood, which exists in mere name, do not exist from the society, totally empty from the society. By myself alone, who exists mere name, do not exist from a society, totally empty from a society. Jamal Baya Chita Jambata Kuda Sabotea, the Jinda Kunja, Gavata Tanjera Dungo, to the Shebi Javatam Jungo Kala to the Dagava Zawatiki Jasama to Jera Dungo Aranji, Che Jabotunga, Chunamapa, Tunjamala Zawasho, Tata Singer to David Jawala Santava, Tamba, Remba, and George. Thank you very much.